year began with lunch. We have always found that New Year's Eve, with its 11th hour excesses and doomed resolutions, is a dismal occasion, and so when we heard that over in the village of Lacoste, the proprietor of Le Simian was offering a 6-course lunch with pink champagne to his amiable clientele, it seemed like a much more cheerful way to start the next 12 months. By 12:30, the little stone-walled restaurant was full. The proprietor, a man who had somehow perfected the art of hovering despite his considerable size, was dressed for the day in a velvet smoking jacket and bow tie. His moustache, sleek with pomade, quivered with enthusiasm as he rhapsodized over the menu. Foie gras, lobster mousse, beef en croûte, hand-picked cheeses, desserts of a miraculous lightness. It was a gastronomic aria which he performed at each table, kissing the tips of his fingers so often that he must have blistered his lips. The final bon appétit died away, and a companionable near silence descended on the restaurant as the food received its due attention. While we ate, my wife and I thought of previous New Year's days, most of them spent under impenetrable cloud in England. It was hard to associate the sunshine and dense blue sky outside with the 1st of January, but as everybody kept telling us, it was quite normal. After all, we were en Provence. We had been here often before as tourists, and always when we left, with peeling noses and regret, we promised ourselves that one day we would live here. And now, somewhat to our surprise, we had done it. We had committed ourselves. We had bought a house, shipped over our 2 dogs, and become foreigners. In the end, it had happened quickly, almost impulsively, because of the house. We saw it one afternoon and had mentally moved in by dinner. It was set above the country road that runs between the 2 medieval villages of Ménherbe and Bonnieux, at the end of a dirt track through cherry trees and vines. It was a mas, or farmhouse, built from the local stone. It had started life in the 18th century as 1 room, and had spread to accommodate children, grandmothers, and goats, until it had become an irregular 3-story house. Everything about it was solid. The walls, some of them a metre thick, were built to keep out the winds of the Mistral, which, they say, can blow the ears off a donkey. Attached to the back of the house was an enclosed courtyard, and beyond that a bleached white stone swimming pool. There were 3 wells, there were established shade trees, hedges of rosemary, a giant almond tree. In the afternoon sun, with the wooden shutters half closed like sleepy eyelids, it was irresistible. It was also immune, as much as any house could be, from the creeping horrors of property development. The French have a weakness for erecting jolies villas, wherever building regulations permit, and sometimes where they don't, particularly in areas of hitherto unspoiled and beautiful countryside. One of the great attractions of this house was that it sat within the boundaries of a national park, sacred to the French heritage and out of bounds to concrete mixers. The Luberon Mountains rise up immediately behind the house and run in deep folds for about 40 miles from west to east. Cedars and pines and scrub oak keep them perpetually green and provide cover for boar, rabbits, and game birds. Wildflowers, thyme, lavender, and mushrooms grow, and from the summit on a clear day the view is of the Basse-Alpes on one side and the Mediterranean on the other. It is a 247,000-acre extension of the back garden, a permanent barricade against assault from the rear by unforeseen neighbours. Neighbours, we have found, take on an importance in the country that they don't begin to have in cities. Here your neighbours are part of your life, and you are part of theirs. We had been introduced to our new neighbours by the couple from whom we bought the house, over a 5-hour dinner marked by tremendous goodwill on all sides and an almost total lack of comprehension on our part. The language spoken was French, but it wasn't the French we had heard on cassettes. It was a rich soup.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?